Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here to bring you some Sunday morning positivity. As a kid, I used to like the Hour of Power, and I'm sorry if you can't hear me over my birds. They were quiet until I called in spirit. Go figure, right? So hopefully they quiet out in a minute and they get used to it. They do pick up on the higher vibrations, okay? But where it's going with that Hour of Power and like Robert Schuller, I don't know if any of you guys watched it, regardless of whether we're going to get into televangelism kind of stuff, today I just want to bring a little bit of positivity, and I felt like telling you guys about that because it's not even really, I feel like, that, I resonated with that. It's just more, I guess it was because it was on and it was high vibrations, but it's funny. I bought a book on him too, because I was interested just in his life and what he had to say. So I have a bunch of cards already falling out, but I'm going to take a moment to call in spirit. I'm going to call Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, as well as, they said Archangel Ezekiel. I'm not sure who that is, but if you guys know them, I'm going to have to look them up as well. So I'm going to call in my team of light. Any of your spirit guides that would be here for the entire collective to join us, the highest good of the entire collective, as well as I'm going to ask these guys to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, any of you guys that would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most, farthest reaching, but are for the highest good of the entire collective, okay? So remember, guys, that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you get the fulfillment that you'd like to see in your world. To me, this is personal freedom, it's personal power, and it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. So please use this power to do wisely, because only you can do it, right? As well as what they're saying is feelings are sacred. So really acknowledge that. If I do trigger something within you, what was it? What is it making you feel? Where is it attached to? And how can you use this information on a day-to-day to make a positive change in your world? So I call it empowered vulnerability, but your feelings really are sacred, and they are yours and yours alone, and that being true to you is important. So they're asking me to show you this silver sheen. I have like a bird feather on me for my birds in the background, but the silver sheen black obsidian, which is supposed to actually offer you a lot more protection just than regular black obsidian. We have a few different kinds here though, because then we also have a big chunk of black obsidian. And our family's a little obsessed with stones. And we have the Apache tier one too, that you can kind of see through. As well as, I don't have right with me my smoky quartz, but that is another one, really great one I'm hearing that might help ground you. The bottom is the Fool, because we want to be grounded for this next adventure. I heard it's a great one. So let's take this Fool energy and unpack what it's all about. And I think that this is absolutely beautiful. What they're showing me is this is not a stairway to heaven, but this is a ladder that we're climbing, and each experience along the way, it's like we level up. And each time we're taking this leap of faith, we know that we are going to be cradled. We know that we're going to be successful. And we know as well that if something happens, we're going to be able to pick ourselves up, or someone will be there to pick us up if we fall. This is a very, very cradled energy is the word that I heard. So that's really wonderful as well. And I feel like this is potentially, for some of us, this is the connection to our divine spark. This is the connection to universal source or energy, God, however you want to call it. But this is knowing that we are, what I heard is faithful and in command of our own worlds. And it's up to us and how we take this journey. And this is also being very connected to the cosmic and to here and now. But this is you existing very, very balanced, but within multi-dimensions, being able to access and tap into 5D energy, fifth dimensional energy, I heard fifth dimensional ley lines, as well as the ninth dimensional ley lines may be really important. As well as, I'm going to pause you guys in a minute and grab the Dragon Oracle, because they're mentioning that with ninth dimensional ley lines, a lot of dragons are really responsible for that, and I really like that deck as well. So something big is happening. It could be your future, could be your near future. Take it how it resonates, guys. No time is fluid as well, but you have the 7 of materials here because you're tending your garden, my friends. Things are starting to really flourish, and they're beautiful. And there are people take notice because you really take care of this garden. You water it, you fertilize it, you nurture it. So what are you nurturing? What are you working towards? And to me as well, this speaks of choice, because it's the pentacles, it's because it's this physical. It's what are we choosing to nurture? Is it something that really aligns with our soul, or is it something that we feel might, what I heard, is being kind of damaging to the true essence of who we may be or who we are? So under there is the Nine of Inspirations in the reverse, the Nine of Materials in the reverse, interesting here, the Five of Inspiration in reverse, and the Eight of Inspiration in the upright. And this is cycles, and to me this is interesting as well, because we go from the Seven of Materials to this Eight of Inspiration, which is no matter what, you're going to go in your direction. It doesn't matter the pullback, you're gonna go. And for some of you, this is really testing you. And check out those heels. You have to be pretty determined to get to your goal. If you're gonna go against all that grain in sand, any of you guys who've walked in, even grass in high heels know that you dip in. You have to really be on your toes, my friends. And on the balls of your feet, is that? No, it's the other ones. Anyway, just knowing that you will persevere. For some of you, to me, this is eclipse energy as well, because of this red sun. This could be Mars. This could just be like extra planetary energy and alignment that's going on around you. But this Five of Inspiration, I feel, is like we may be at a standstill. We may feel like we're kind of blocked, or we may not be putting a lot of new creative energy out because we feel like everything is really, really dragging, but we're still going to move forward. For some of you, I feel like this is just a way of thinking. I'm going to check the book for you though, but we also have two nines in the reverse. For some of us, this way of thinking is because if we're stuck here in because we keep watering it, we're not at this 8 point where it's starting to pay off yet, so we may be a little bit discouraged is what I've heard. So let's get the book message for that. Five of Inspiration. They bring me to the Ace right away though, that says positive new beginnings, fresh inspiration, sparks, opportunities, new cycles of manifestation, and the genesis of hope and dreams, creative downloads, pushing through blocks, illuminated ideas, passion, invocations that spark. And it is, once we get rid of whatever we feel is blocking us on that spark, we're going to, I heard, notice these huge changes, and we're opening up space and airway for messages as well as inspiration to come to us. So let's find here the Five in reverse. Bouts of discord is the prompt. So keywords, and this is before we get into the negative or the upside, is rivalry, challenges, comparing yourself, a need to collaborate, infighting or trying to outdo one another, friendly competition. So in the reverse here, says the muse looks down at the rivalry below and pushes and the pulling. Sometimes she sees competition that hurts, and sometimes she witnesses healthy and productive competition that motivates. She hopes to illuminate both the positive and negative aspects that the challenges can have on your life. Find opportunities to work with others or the common good, and engage in friendly competition that serves as a catalyst for your success. How do you compete in life? How do you lead with your ideas, your feelings, your charm, deep conversation, or perhaps it's your sexuality? Distinguish the type of competition that makes you a brighter light from that which dampens your ability to shine. Use the muse's sacred mirrors to see that the most important person you compete with is yourself. All the external competition in the world cannot demonstrate your innate worth. You are already deserving of your own highest accolades and love. A war of bodies, so here's the little poem. A war of bodies, brains, and poses to win the titles, names, and roses. And in the end, we give too much of our own souls and joys and such. So this is where, if we have been in competition, we're also being asked to get out of that, because it's not helping us, right? It's keeping us from what is meant for us, because we're too focused on other people's goals and aspirations. Focus on you, because then this windfall can come to you. Keep doing you. Keep watering and tending to these roses. Keep pruning where is necessary, I heard as well. So I'm going to pause you and get the Dragon Oracle. I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the Dragon Oracle, and let's see what messages we get. Spirit, what messages? Whew, thank you. Really quickly, the bottom of the deck is the Golden Orange Dragon, which expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Absolutely, beauties. That peaceful warrior, and then under that was this dusty pink dragon from Andromeda, which prepares all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate love, touch others with its flame. That fire dragon as well, it's here, it's going to burn up all the lower energies around you, and also they show the air and fire dragon is now going to expand those creative energies. So once we blow up all that's not meant for us, we're aligning ourselves to our path. We also have here all of these books. It's like we're moving through chapters. And we also have here Source Dragon. It tunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. And you see that universe they create in their hands. You have that ability within the palms of your hands as well. So what fell out here was the Fire and Water Dragon, which enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. That's important here. Don't be too serious. Have fun. Get out there and do your thing, my friends, and just be you unapologetically and joyful, and spread the light as you do this. Earth Dragon clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energies clearing. You can move forward in life now. And this is absolutely wonderful. Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly challenges. Communicate honestly. Brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. As well as this Golden Atlantean Dragon. Some of you may really resonate with Atlantis. I also heard mermaids. I think in some life I definitely was one. For any of my mermaid sisters or brothers, if you want to let me know, I'd love to hear from you. But helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. Awaken. Bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. Reclaim your mastery. I heard you were so needed at this point. So the last deck I have, actually I brought two more. We're going to be quick, but throwing seeds around, which I think is important too, because I just heard spread your seeds, guys, is Archangel Gabriel's oracle here. This is during virtue. So a few things were let go in the reverse. Inspiration. I think it's because don't let go of your goals and your creativity just because we're experiencing a block and spark, or just because things seem to be slow. You're building and you're maturing and you're becoming who you need to be this person that you want to be, and to be able to do the things that you're striving towards. So keep going, my friends. It has classes here helping children. For some of you, you may be really needed to care for your own children. For some of you, this is also finding that child in yourself. This is maybe learning things just for fun that excite you and bring out that childlike wonder. Some of you may be teachers as well and teaching children. This is your calling. For some of you, this is upgrading your education. This could be many, many things. But this release the desire to control this situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything around you beautifully. And you have inspiration here. Yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take that as confirmation. Take action accordingly and set it into motion. Keep going. I think one of the weekly or monthly messages I had was about not underestimating the power of daily, effort towards your goals, and that, small efforts, small steps daily can create huge changes in your world. And this is just, we have ask for what you want and time management, really thinking about what is it that I want, right? Finding a way to communicate this either through source, with yourself, and some of this may be writing a list down and setting priorities for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, and you want to make yourself proud, stick to it. And this could be really working on what habits am I going to change throughout my day to accomplish all of these goals, because there's going to be ones that are daily. There's, what I'm saying, like daily and weekly and monthly and things like that. So agent or manager as well, your work expands its reach as you partner with a professional who can help you. For some of you, that's absolutely, if that feels right for you. For others of you, because my stomach's in knots here, it's saying, for some of you, this time management may be that you need time away from a partner to be able to accomplish what you need to do. This isn't saying break up with them and stuff, but this is just that we need to have a healthy balance of time to ourselves as well. Or somebody may have a lot to say about our endeavor, and we're like, okay, I hear what you have to say, but in the end, this is ultimately my creative process. And while I truly value what you're saying, I have the right to respectfully decline and create my own content. But hey, if you want to create your own content, be my guest, pest. This isn't about competition, okay? Now, you may be dealing with people who kind of get in that competition mode. So let's just get one parting message, and they're saying to ask about how do we deal with people in competition mode. We break the chain. It's not important to us. It's important to them. Release it. Let them do them, I think. It's like ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, because when we stop giving a shit about that competition, or we may have someone who kind of like tries to do it, it doesn't have the same hold on us. And it says, don't dim to fit in. Don't be afraid if by being you, you outshine people. It's unfortunate, right? But they're telling me again, that silly meme you see sometimes, that the sun doesn't give a fuck who it blinds. Don't give a fuck who you blind. This isn't saying we're going to come in and like, do this and try to upstage people, but it's like, if by being you, your positivity and your love for yourself upsets someone else's demons, you're not responsible for that, right? You can't take that energy on as your own. It'll just dull you. And you have the Council of Light here. And also they're showing me 2 of the Keepers of the Earth, and they want me to show you no. Wait, postpone, say no, no, no. For some of you, this break the chains, don't dim to fit in, this is say no to that. When they start trying to, do those old guilt or shame routines or whatever competition mode it is, say, no, I refuse to engage in that. So it's not really fun. A race isn't really fun when only one person's running, right? It takes the fun in it away. So you have the Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you didn't care what anyone else thinks or how you would get there, what is your path? What would you do? Where's your soul calling you to? And how can you mother yourself right now with Mother Mary? Take care of yourself. Focus on you as well as protect yourself from that evil eye, my friends. God protects you and He fights your battles, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper, both physical and in spirit. I've said it before, JDS Tarot, but I think it's a really good thing. Just call in your protection, whether it's Archangel Michael. Please protect me with your mighty sword. Please help me heal those spaces within me that I feel need to be healed. And please help me say no to situations and places that hurt my soul. So they have at the bottom here, inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, be true to you, my friends, because at the end of the day, when we try to people please, when we try to do so much for other people, we're losing ourselves in the process, and that's absolutely not okay. Nobody has the right to force you into what I heard, a submission like that. So help you, this again, they're showing me this golden Atlantean dragon. Some of you get in tune with your crystals. If you're going to be around people as well that maybe a little bit of a drain, stick some crystals in your pocket. So I don't have a big smoky quartz, but I have a little one here. Stick it in the pocket, carry it around, and just, set these intentions. Put them in your bra, wherever you got to put them. But set those intentions that they're going to help shield and protect your heart and keep your light vibrant and bright, my friends. So as well, awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. And don't dim to fit in. That's so important. So this is the message I have. I hope it brought you some positivity. I hope it brought you some light. I hope it brought you some healing. I know that I felt like it did for me. And I just wanted to share it with all of you. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. If you're new to my channel as well, please hit subscribe, join the journey. I'd love to have you along. And guys, if you are one of my subscribers, thank you for being here, truly. I love you all. Mwah. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.